Ready to go?
All right. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided to the Co-Star, the official newspaper of the Borough, Belmar, and the Asbury Park Press on December 2nd, 2020, and notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building.
Thank you, April. If everybody could join me in saluting the flag of our great nation.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Everybody to remain standing for a moment of silence for our troops, their families, and all our first responders. Thank you. All right, I don't think we have anything on for workshop tonight. You guys got anything? No? Everybody good? All right. All right, we'll move on to petitions. Anybody have any petitions? April? None?
No.
Okay. Approval of the minutes, July 6th.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the July 6th, 2021 meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
You?
Reports to council. Councilman Carvelli.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. The only board of mine that met was Planning Board. Met last night, as a matter of fact. No applications, but we did review the cannabis ordinance because it has to do with zoning, so the Planning Board has to review and discuss, make sure it doesn't conflict with the master plan, which we decided that it does not, and it passed unanimously. And that is the only thing I have to report, so thank you.
Thank you. Councilman McCracken.
Thank you, Mayor. The Shade Tree Commission meets here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. The next Belmar Housing Authority meeting is the first Monday of August at 5:15 p.m. And, and just reading the emails that come through the council and reading some of the concerns of the residents, I see the responses that the chief sends and the actions that you've taken throughout town. And it's nice to be on the council and read those emails and see the positive response you're getting. I just wanted to thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're about halfway through summer. We had our first movies on the beach. It was a big success. Everything worked perfectly. Thanks to DPW setting it all up. Thanks, John, and your crew. And thanks for everything you guys are doing for the summer. The town really looks good. I see that some of the curbs are getting painted and the lines are getting painted, so everything looks really good. And to our chief, everybody seems to be really working hard. We are getting some good positive emails back, so it looks like the adjustments that you're making are really working through the summer. I know that you're taking a look at the four-way stop signs at 13th and E and 9th and E, right?
Yes.
And we should have a report on that next meeting. Yep. And I think that's all we have. Hopefully we have a little bit more sunnier weekends because our beach revenue is a little bit down, but other than that, we're moving right along. And that's all I have. So public session on any of the resolution items.
Mayor, I did have one clarification on that. I know I'm not public, but 177 refers to the contract for the water tank. 179 refers to the tower. They're both the same, just to avoid any, the terms are used interchangeably.
Right, yep. Yes, Mr. Kramer. You had a question?
Yeah, Gene Kramer, Fourth Avenue. Actually, my question was exactly looking for clarification regarding the two resolutions here. We have two water tanks in town, right? One on 12th Avenue and the tower that's over on 13th Avenue?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, actually, before coming to the meeting, I took a look at the aerial photography. In fact, the most recent, I guess, which is 2021. The water tower appears to be fine. And of course, it doesn't hurt to paint the water tower, to put another coat of paint on it. You should do that every couple of years. But my concern actually is the one on 12th Avenue. The top of that appears to be, from the aerial photography, it appears to be in terrible condition. In fact, I went back through some historical aerial photographs, and the one that I'm talking about is the ground-mounted tank that's over across the street from.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about in these two resolutions. Yeah, it's the ground one.
Yeah, okay. I went back through some historical aerial photographs, and it appears that sometime between 2013 and 2015, the paint was removed from the top of the tank. And unless I'm seeing something and interpreting it incorrectly, it appears that the tank on 12th potentially is in real bad shape. That never should have, it appears that the paint was removed. Am I wrong? Is that what actually happened there?
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that. We just got the green light that we can move forward to get that thing painted. So it's being investigated. That's all I can tell you right now. But we did get the green light to get that done because we're getting a lot of pushback from DEP to get it done. So we just got the green light, and we're going to get that done. We're going to get it all cleaned up and painted and up to where it needs to be.
Yeah, okay. I guess I understand that, and I do recall that there were some DEP criticisms about the water plant a couple of years ago. But that appears to me, in other words, in 2013, the top of that tank was painted. The paint may have been faded. They all fade out in the sunlight. But by the 2015 aerial photography, there's no paint left on the top of that tank at all. It's gone.
Mr. Kramer, back then, they had put on, they had bid out to have it painted.
John, you got to be careful because we're under gag order from the attorneys
Okay.
not to talk about it
Okay.
until the whole investigation is complete.
Okay.
It's down
I-
at DCA, so we have to be careful what we say on
Okay.
that tank.
Okay, very good.
Okay. I guess you're confirming, though, that what I saw on the aerial photography is correct.
We're aware there's a problem.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a problem.
Good.
Yeah, there is a problem.
End of issue.
Yes, yeah, the big thing is it's going to be corrected. Hopefully this fall they're going to have it all painted, and we finally got the green light to get it done.
Very good.
Anyone else? All right, April, seeing none?
Motion to close the public session? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Can I have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-176, a resolution authorizing place-to-place transfer of an in-pocket license to 701 10th Avenue?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the resolutions as listed on the consent agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Okay, first ordinance is Bond Ordinance 2021-19, providing for the 2021 Road Improvement Program. This is open for public hearing. If anyone would like to comment on this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address. Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and can I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-19?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Okay. Next is second reading and public hearing on ordinance 2021-21. This is an ordinance amending Chapter 19, Traffic regarding loading zones. This is open for public comment. Okay. Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-21.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Next is second reading and public hearing on ordinance 2021-22, an ordinance amending chapter 25, I think it is, 22, street excavation, sidewalks, and curbs. It's open for public comment. Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
And a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-22.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Next is second reading and public hearing on ordinance 2021-23, an ordinance amending Chapter 20 regarding licenses. This is open for public hearing. Okay, can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-23.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken?
Yes.
Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Next is second reading and public hearing on ordinance 2021-24. This is an ordinance amending police regulations, Chapter 16. Do we have a motion, open for public comment?
Jack Leonard, 12th Avenue. Just wanted to ask a question about section F, number 1. It says no solicitation is allowed after 9 p.m. or before dawn. Well, in the summertime, dawn is before 6 a.m. It's not to say that anybody would necessarily misuse that or try to abuse that, but I sure don't want people knocking on my door at breakfast time. Would it be possible for us to actually put a time in there as opposed to letting it be so vague?
Were we supposed to, we moved that to?
We did change the end time to 6 p.m., but
Yeah.
we didn't put a start time.
Yeah, and actually in the, what's printed out in front, the end time is listed as 9
9.
p.m.
No,
still.
we did
Still
change
9?
it, we discussed changing it to
It's
6.
still named in the paperwork that's out in front. And the before dawn is still in there.
Do we want to, can we change it without?
We could adopt it as written, and then we could prepare another ordinance amending it for the next session, but we wouldn't be able to adopt it on the fly now that's at second reading.
What time do you recommend?
8 o'clock,
What time have you seen
8 a.m.
these
I don't know.
before? With
I've seen
a fixed
7:30.
time?
I've seen 7:30. I've seen 7. I've seen 8 a.m. I've seen 9 a.m. It really is up to the discretion of the
Yeah,
borough.
I just don't want people knocking on my door at
That's a fair
6:30,
point.
7 o'clock in the
Fair
morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people will take advantage of it.
Yep.
9 a.m. 9 a.m.
I'm good
it
with
is.
9.
9.
9 a.m.
Thanks.
I apologize about that.
All right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to table this or vote it through tonight and then make an amendment?
We can vote it through tonight, and we can make an amendment. I can have an ordinance prepared for the next meeting.
Yeah, because I think we changed it on the first reading to say 6
6,
p.m.,
yes.
right? For the 6 p.m. So that's got to be changed, and then we could do the 9 a.m. for the next meeting.
Correct.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-24.
Make the motion.
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken? Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
Next is second reading and public hearing on bond ordinance 2021-25, providing for various water sewer utility improvements. This is open for public comment. Okay, can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
And a motion to adopt ordinance 2021-25.
I make the motion.
Second.
Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken? Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
And last one is first reading and introduction. This is ordinance 2021-26, amending the chapter Housing and Property Maintenance to prohibit the planting or growing of bamboo and other invasive plants. This is for first reading and introduction. Do we have a motion to approve? Do we have a
Second.
Okay, Mayor Walsifer?
Yes.
Councilman McCracken? Yes. Councilman Carvelli?
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, public session. Yes, Sandra.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, all of you, for talking into the microphones. It makes such a difference in this room. Sound does not go that way in this room. And thank you to John for always having the microphones set up.
Just state your name and address.
I'm sorry, Sandra Caputo, Surf Ave. Now, a week from tonight, we have an important zoning board meeting. And I know that John will not be there for that meeting, so I'm asking you to arrange to have the microphones set up, because it's going to be a busy meeting. There's going to be a lot going on, and have them set up when we get here.
April, can you make sure that they're set up?
We can try it. We haven't tried these microphones with the recording system. The old microphones used to cause feedback, but we can try it and see how it goes.
All right. Marshall, you could work
We
with
can
that?
we can test it out.
Okay.
I asked them, and they seem okay with it.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Linda?
Linda Sharkus, 4th Avenue. Good
Hi, Linda.
evening, everybody. I'd like to thank you for changing the Animal House ordinance. It appears that it's made an improvement, certainly in the 400 block of 10th Avenue, and haven't heard any complaints from the 500 block of 13th Avenue. So it's making a difference. And again, I invite people listening to this, if they have noise, call 732-681-1700. Thank you, Chief, and thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Jerry?
Gerald Buckafusco, 409 Fifth Avenue. I was just wondering, usually by this time we have at least 4 or 5 beach reports, and I looked on the system and there have been no beach reports posted, and I was wondering why that is.
Kelly handles that, and she's been out for a couple of weeks? Is that who handles that?
She was out for a month.
All right. I think she's back, so she'll update them and get them out there.
Okay, I have a related question also. The wristband company, how do they get paid? Because I've been looking through the bill list and I don't see any disbursements to them. And I was just curious as to what the mechanism is for those payments to be made to them.
What wristband company are you talking about? The actual wristbands themselves, or?
No, the company that provides the software to issue the season badges and the daily badges. WRSTBND. I have the contract here if you need to take a look at it.
We don't pay them.
How do they get the $2 fee then?
They
So that money does not have to come into the borough's finance system and be paid?
No, it's an upcharge when you buy the
It's
badge.
not considered revenue?
No. No, we have nothing to do with that.
I
It's,
think it's the same for the parking, right?
The end user pays that, so it doesn't cost us anything.
All right, and I'm just curious, is that a permitted way to do business in the state? I mean, is there a regulation or something that approves that? I'm just curious
It's
if that's,
It's a contractual agreement.
because so we don't know, without the beach reports, then we don't know how much they've received, because we could easily do the math if we know how many badges were sold, but we don't know that right now. I'm just confirming that we don't know how much the company has received.
There's a transaction list, I'm sure, but the end user, the people paying for the wristband, the companies pay that.
Right, and they collect, in other words, they collect all the money.
I'm sorry, I finished?
Yeah.
It costs the taxpayers nothing.
I got it.
Okay.
So in other words, when the $72 is paid for a season badge, that all goes to that company, and then they transfer it to Belmar?
no, they transfer the
Finance,
70.
Rain,
We charge 70 for a badge.
Well, that's what I mean.
They
They'll-
transfer the 70 to us.
Okay. Because it says in the payment terms that there would be weekly payouts directly deposited to Belmar Beach via ACH. So I'm assuming then that company then puts money into the Belmar account on a weekly basis, and they hold back the $2 as their fee,
Yes.
right? That's the way it works? I'm just curious as to what the legality is for permitting the, I would have thought that the $72 come to Belmar, and then Belmar pays them the $2 back for the service. But
Why would you think it would be, does it sound wrong?
I know, it just seems unusual for a government to not be collecting all the funds and then paying them, because it's a contract. We're paying them, you know.
I think the
for-
parking works the same way.
It does.
And I mean, Park Mobile is everywhere.
I know, I'm just asking,
Yeah, that's
you know,
how it works.
I'm just
It's
asking.
redundant, any other way it's redundant,
Okay.
it's manpower intensive, so.
Because I know things have to be approved, you know, this has to be somewhere in the contract law that approves that kind of a setup. I was just wondering where it
It's a
was.
standard transaction.
What's that?
It's just a standard, I'm sorry. It's just a standard transaction. So yes, in contract law, it is legal.
Okay. I'd just like to see it in writing, but I'll look and see if I can find it. Perhaps maybe I can sit down with somebody at some point and they can explain that to me. The other thing I have a concern about, not a concern, but I brought this up last year. The letter that we received with the taxes. With regard to debt, it says that the debt was cut almost by a half, okay? And the mayor writes, when I took office in January 2019, our debt was about 36 million, and by January 21, our debt was less than 19 million. Now, last year's letter had a similar claim, and it said we were able to lower our debt by $5 million from 36 million to 31 million. So the way I see it, if my math is correct, my subtraction and addition, that means in 2 budget years, the debt has been reduced by $17 million. Would that be a reasonable assumption based on the letters?
Yeah, that's what it would
Okay.
be.
Because I have 2 issues. Number one, I've gone through the annual debt statements going back to 2016, and the municipal debt has never been more than 19.8 million. So my first problem is I don't know where the 36 million comes in. My second issue is, where did we get $17 million to pay down the debt? Now, I'm not asking for an answer tonight. I would like to either have somebody address that at the next meeting, or if that's not possible, I would like to be able to sit down with someone in finance so that they can explain it to me. Because for the life of me, I can't see that in any of the documents.
Are you counting the beach debt as well?
It's not me. This is the mayor's letter.
This is all the debt in
All the
town
debt in
except for
town.
the school. It's the water, sewer, beach, municipal. It's the total debt of the town.
Because I think the beach has sizable.
The thing that concerns me is, though, the perception, the only thing that comes out of the taxes is the local municipal debt, okay? And I don't know that that's made clear, but I'd like to discuss it with somebody so that, you know, we can all understand where this $36 million come from and where the, whatever it was, $17 million came that reduced it.
Well, we can sit down with the finance team. As I've told you in the past, if you want to send us an email in regards to exactly what specifics are, we can get the answer for you.
Well, I'll send you an email, and it's going to be just what I'm saying tonight.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to send you an email, and it will be just what I'm saying tonight.
Very good.
So you get it orally, and you'll get it written. And this way, if, like I said, I'd be willing to meet with someone if they want to take the time, because I'm sure a lot of people have asked me questions about it, and I'm sure they're interested in how we came up with $17 million to reduce the debt. That's quite an accomplishment if we can show it in black and white. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, Sherry Russo, 1218 Briarwood Road in Belmar. I wanted to say that I sent April an email as Ed Kirschenbaum asked me to on the volunteering, and she was going to pass it along to you, and you didn't get back to me. So if you have time during the week, maybe that's possible.
Do I have time when?
During the week?
Yeah, I'll take a look at all the volunteers that we have and see what we have available.
Okay, thank you. Like, you told me to email you, right? So I did.
You need email.
Well, I emailed April, and she answered that she passed it along to you.
And I'll take a look.
Oh, was that bad that I
We're not
talked
doing
to
the
April?
budget for us right now.
Okay.
We're pretty good with volunteers for the 150th year, but we'll take a look at it.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, April?
I have a motion to close the public session and adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, everyone.